Call Me By Your Name is one of the most celebrated LGBTQ movies ever made, and for good reason. But what if I told you there are incredible LGBTQ films from around the world that deserve just as much recognition? Today, I'm counting down 10 unforgettable movies that are just as powerful, emotional, and beautifully told, yet somehow never got the spotlight they truly deserved. Let's get started. When people think of unforgettable LGBTQ cinema, Call Me By Your Name is often one of the first films that comes to mind. But beyond the spotlight are countless hidden gems that deserve just as much recognition. One of them is the German drama Label Me. The story follows a young Syrian refugee and a quiet German man whose unexpected meeting slowly develops into a heartfelt connection. Instead of relying on dramatic twists, the film shines through subtle performances, meaningful conversations, and emotions that feel incredibly real. What makes Label Me so memorable is its honest portrayal of identity, loneliness, and the barriers that society places between people from different worlds. Despite receiving praise from critics and film festivals, it never reached the audience it truly deserved. If you appreciate intimate, character-driven stories, Label Me is a hidden gem that's absolutely worth discovering. If there's one film that deserves far more recognition, it's the Spanish drama Escondidas, also known as Hidden Away. Set against the backdrop of cultural prejudice and family expectations, this coming-of-age story follows two teenagers from completely different worlds who discover an unexpected connection that quietly blossoms into first love. What makes this film so powerful is its honesty. With heartfelt performances and an emotionally grounded story, Escondidas leaves a lasting impression long after it ends. Despite being praised by those who have seen it, this beautiful Spanish gem remains one of the most overlooked LGBTQ films of the last decade, and it truly deserves so much more love. Not every coming-of-age story is easy to watch, and Closet Monster is a perfect example of that. This visually striking Canadian drama follows a teenager struggling to understand his identity while carrying the emotional scars of childhood trauma. As he begins to confront his fears and feelings, the film paints a powerful portrait of self-discovery unlike anything you've probably seen before. Blending reality with imaginative symbolism, Closet Monster creates an unforgettable viewing experience that explores fear, identity, and the lasting impact of prejudice. It's bold, emotionally honest, and filled with remarkable performances. Although it earned critical acclaim, this unforgettable film never reached the wider audience it truly deserved. Some films refuse to play by familiar rules, and The Prince is one of them. Set inside a Chilean prison during the 1970s, this visually striking drama follows a young inmate whose arrival behind bars pulls him into a dangerous world where power, survival, and desire are constantly intertwined. Far more than a prison romance, the film explores loneliness, vulnerability, and the complicated search for connection in the most unlikely of places. Every frame is carefully crafted, creating an atmosphere that's both haunting and unforgettable. Bold, provocative, and emotionally layered, The Prince earned praise at international film festivals, yet remains a hidden treasure that deserves far greater appreciation among LGBTQ film lovers. Sometimes the best journeys begin when life doesn't go according to plan. The Man with the Answers follows a quiet young man who unexpectedly finds himself traveling across Europe with a stranger after a chance encounter changes everything. Along the way, their road trip slowly transforms into a touching romance built on honesty, vulnerability, and genuine connection. What makes this film so special is its warmth. Rather than rushing the relationship, it allows the characters to grow naturally, creating moments that feel both sincere and deeply relatable. With beautiful scenery and effortless chemistry between its leads, this hidden gem quietly proves that some of the most meaningful love stories don't need grand gestures to leave a lasting impression. Before we continue, I just want to say a heartfelt thank you to everyone supporting this channel. Every view, comment, like, and every channel member means more than you know. Your support inspires me to keep creating more LGBTQ content every week. Thank you so much. And now let's get back to the video. Sometimes the greatest love stories aren't about finding someone new. They're about discovering what was always waiting for you. End of the Century is a beautifully crafted Argentine drama that begins with what seems like an ordinary encounter between two men on vacation in Barcelona. But as the story unfolds, it quietly transforms into something far more profound, blurring the lines between memory, time, fate, and missed opportunities. What makes this film so unforgettable is its ability to challenge your expectations without relying on unnecessary twists. Despite winning praise at international film festivals, End of the Century remains surprisingly overlooked by mainstream audiences. If you're searching for a mature LGBTQ film that stays with you long after it ends, this hidden masterpiece deserves every bit of the recognition it never received. Few LGBTQ films are as raw and emotionally fearless as Savage, also known as Wild. This French drama follows a young man living on the streets of Paris, searching not only for survival, but for the simple hope of being loved. His journey is heartbreaking, intimate, and deeply human, revealing a side of life that's rarely portrayed with such honesty on screen. Instead of romanticizing hardship, Savage presents its characters with remarkable compassion, allowing viewers to see their struggles, dreams, and resilience beyond the label society places on them. It's an unforgettable performance that stays with you long after the credits roll. Despite receiving critical acclaim, this powerful film remains overlooked by many audiences and deserves far more recognition than it has ever received. Few LGBTQ films capture love with the same quiet elegance as A Moment in the Reeds. Set against the peaceful Finnish countryside, the story follows a young Finnish man and a Syrian refugee whose unexpected meeting slowly develops into a heartfelt romance. What begins as two strangers sharing the same space gradually becomes a deeply personal journey of trust, acceptance, and emotional healing. Instead of relying on dramatic conflict, the film finds beauty in meaningful conversations, natural chemistry, and the comfort of simply being understood. Every moment feels genuine, making the relationship incredibly believable. Despite receiving praise from critics and film festivals, A Moment in the Reeds remains one of the most overlooked LGBTQ romances in recent years, and it absolutely deserves far more recognition. Long before LGBTQ stories became more visible in mainstream cinema, Italy gave us The Ignorant Fairies, a heartfelt drama that quietly challenged stereotypes and celebrated chosen family. The story begins with a woman whose world is turned upside down after discovering that her late husband had been living a secret life and sharing a deep relationship with another man. Rather than turning this revelation into a story of anger or betrayal, the film takes a far more compassionate path. As she gets to know the vibrant community her husband once belonged to, grief slowly transforms into understanding, acceptance, and unexpected friendship. Rich in emotion and beautifully performed, The Ignorant Fairies became a landmark of Italian LGBTQ cinema, yet it never received the worldwide recognition it truly deserved. Love and ambition don't always go hand in hand, and Mario tells that story with heartbreaking honesty. Set in the world of professional football, this Swiss drama follows two talented young teammates whose growing feelings for each other force them to choose between following their hearts and protecting the careers they've worked so hard to build. Rather than focusing only on romance, the film explores the intense pressure created by toxic masculinity, media attention, and the fear of being rejected in one of the world's most competitive sports. Every decision feels painfully real, making it impossible not to empathize with the characters. Mario is far more than just a sports drama. It's a deeply human story about identity, sacrifice, and the price some people are forced to pay simply for loving the wrong person in the eyes of society. If you enjoyed this video, Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss another LGBTQ movie recommendation. And if you'd like to support the channel while enjoying exclusive perks, you can also become a channel member using the join button below. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, I'll see you in the next video.